Hey, what's up, everyone? This is Jdog here in Jdog's DVD Dungeon. I'll be bringing you the show. This will be Volume 3, Part 12. This will be the final part. I'm just going to finish up. I didn't quite have enough time to wrap up all the questions and a few of the things I was going to talk about myself. So we're going to do that now, and then we're going to wrap the show up and give a couple shout-outs out and shit like that. Get it out of the way. Because, yes, this show has been an ordeal. I apologize for, the pauses and people banging on my door in the middle of the night, like in the first part of the show, and people messaging me. Yeah, it's been kind of a fucked up show. I don't know, it's been a real ordeal. I've just been pushing through. It's been taking a long time to organize everything and stuff. So this show is truly a labor of love. Just shows how much I love the genre. Just everything about movies, collectibles, my comics. Just the things that are true to me, real dear to me. Things that I'm into, the shit I dig, I guess. So anyway, we're going to get back in this. I'm going to go with the third question from my man QBoy2K5. He had one more question he had asked me. I didn't have a chance to answer in the last one, but this other question, who were some of my favorite serial killers to read and watch documentaries about? That's cool that you asked that, actually, QBoy, because in my line of work, I'm actually, I work in corrections. I'm a prison guard, so I deal with a lot of these guys on a daily basis. Sure, not quite as bad as some of the guys in the books, but some pretty bad fucking dudes nonetheless. And one of my hobbies, in my spare time, I like to read about these guys. I like to read psychology textbooks and stuff like that. Psychology's it's one of my avid hobbies, I guess. When I have time, I'll sit down and read textbooks and weird shit like that. In school, I did real good in our sex offender course and stuff like abnormal psychology and stuff. I pretty much aced all that. So that's something I'd like to get into down the road in my line of work. Eventually get to work with these guys one-on-one, maybe. But back to the question, some of my favorite guys to read about and study and stuff. Well, you got your you got guys like Ted Bundy. I know a lot of people know who he is, so I got about 3 or 4 different books on him. I got Stranger Beside Me by Anne Rule and a couple other ones. So yeah, he's always been interesting to me. He's a real fucked up character, a real true sociopath. So, and another one, he's just caught well, I wouldn't say recently, but within the last 10 years anyway. But that'd be the Green River Killer, Gary Ridgway. He's another one I have a bunch of books about. I was following the case when it was happening and stuff. And yeah, another book I'd suggest on him would be the Anne Rule book as well, Green River Running Red. It's an entertaining read. I was going to dig it out and show you, but I'm not sure where I have it. It's in one of the boxes full of shit in my closet. But yeah, that's another one. Arthur Shawcross, he was another good one. I liked reading about him. You got Ramirez, of course. You got guys like Otis O'Toole and Henry Lee Lucas, Richard Speck. You got some of the old school guys like Peter Cushing, Peter Sutcliffe, Joel Rifkin. I got a few books on him. I got a bunch of documentaries on all these guys. I taped them off A&E. I got Dahmer. I got Moses Satole, guy from Africa. Yeah, Bundy. The guy from Russia, Andrei Chiglako, or I can't never pronounce the name right. But I got about 15 different ones. I got a couple on the Green River, and yeah. So I don't hope that answers your question, but yeah, I dig that stuff. I got a bunch of books. I got a whole box of them. I probably got 50 to 75 different true crime books on serial killers and the criminal mind and different shit like that. Yeah. Anyway, got one last question. This was asked to me on the Dead Pit message board, actually, by a fan of the show, Jdog'S. He doesn't have a YouTube account, so he just asked me the question on the message board. But the question was, what was the first R-rated horror film that I seen in the theater? Well, actually, I hope this one qualifies, Jdog'S, but actually I seen it at the drive-in. But the first R-rated movie I had seen would have been Hell Night. I think my dad took that to me a long time ago, so I got to see a little Linda Blair action as a young kid. I don't really remember much about it. All I know is that that's what we went and seen was Hell Night, and it was my mom, dad, me, brother, baby sister. yeah, had to drive in back in the old school days when you used to be able to get a big dill pickle on a stick. Like shit like that was like candy to us back in the day. So I don't know. I tell people about that dill pickle on a stick, and they look at me like, J-Dog, you fucking retarded. Like, what you talking about, man? But yeah, at the hick town I lived in, at the drive-in, that was one of the big things. They give you a big homemade dill pickle on a stick for like 50 cents or something. It was good times. And anyway, like, I don't know, I'm going to talk about, give you a little more in depth on like who J-Dog is. I'm going to talk about some of my interests now, I guess. Like, I'm a real avid hunter, fisherman. Like, I got a bunch of big deer heads hanging on the wall in the living room. Do a lot of fishing, like things like pike, walleye, sturgeon. So I'm really big into my outdoors. That's the redneck in me. Big into hockey. Like, I used to play. I was a goalie when I played, so kind of crazy. I like getting hit with pucks, I guess. I don't know. Really into filmmaking. Like, I don't have a camera yet, but I've been writing scripts. Like, I try to write. I'm kind of lazy, though. Like, I've wrote movie reviews. I got about 5 scripts I'm working on. Some short stories, some zombie stories I wrote. So I do that in my spare time. I do a lot of reading, play video games. Just a bunch of stuff that a single guy like me, like bachelor I am. Like, been single about a year and a half now, so in case you guys don't know, I'm like, well, I just turned 32, so yeah, prison guard, living in Saskatchewan, chilling, spending all my money on horror-related stuff, but working at the jail, I managed to make good bread, so it supports my habits of buying all the crap that I buy. Keeps me in lots of boobies and whatnot, so. But eventually, I've been looking at cameras. Like, I went to the Future Shop. They didn't have one that was good enough for me, so I'm going to look elsewhere, but I want to start trying to film some of these scripts and like ideas I have for shorts and whatnot. Hopefully, maybe, I don't know, start posting them on YouTube if people like them. Hey, I'll try doing something a little longer. You never know. Might get to live the dream. But yeah, it's a little more about the J-Dog. It's kind of shit he's into. You've seen the room now. You've seen a bunch of the collectibles, so I don't know. What much more can I say without incriminating myself and giving away too much? So, no, I'm just fucking with you. J-Dog's a good guy. But anyway, yeah, that's pretty much the show. Like, I know it's been long, but if you're a fan of the show, I know you would have enjoyed it. You can watch it in parts. That's why I kind of space it out. Anyway, I just want to thank like all 57 subscribers that I have. Everyone that's watched these videos since I posted them. Everyone that's given me feedback. Like, my man Doom, like, and the boys at the Slasher Club, Dead Pit Boys, Gigantor, everyone that watches the show and supports it, all my subscribers, like Raiho Magnifico, he's always watching and commenting on things, so just want to say thanks, guys. Without you, I wouldn't be doing the show. That's who it's for. Like, hey, I ain't getting anything for this, so I'm not getting paid. No, I'm just fucking with you. But really, yeah. I'm just doing it because I'm bored. It gives me something to do, and you guys seem to enjoy the vids, so right on. I'm glad it's turned out a lot better than I ever thought, so maybe J-Dog could spin it off into something else. Use my YouTube fame, try to make some bank on it. But seriously, I just thank you for watching, and stay tuned. I'm going to try not to be so long on the next show. I'll get Volume 4 out there hopefully soon. I might even film it ahead of time and just save it and post it in sections, but thanks for watching J-Dog's DVD Dungeon. This is the show, Volume 3. This is Part 12. Have a good horror-filled night, guys. Peace out.